Hello and welcome to my channel. This week we'll be making churro cupcakes. For this recipe you'll need oil, either vegetable or canola, eggs, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, French vanilla cake mix, whichever brand that you like the most, instant vanilla pudding, cinnamon, butter that has been left out for a couple hours so it's softened, and then regular granulated sugar. For this recipe, you'll need several items. You'll need glass bowls or whatever bowls that you desire in small, medium, and large. You'll need a beater to mix everything together, some spatulas to help scrape the bowl. Then you'll need some baking cups and a baking tray along with some measuring cups. You can find all of these items at Walmart, including food. For the first step, we will be preheating the oven to 350. Now it's time to make the batter. For the batter, you'll need your French vanilla cake mix, and you'll have to make it according to the instructions on the back, so it depends on what kind you want. For this, you need half a cup of vegetable oil, my bad. And then a cup of water. And then 3 eggs. You'll also need to add the instant vanilla pudding mix. And then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now we'll mix it up until it's nice and smooth. Now when you're mixing, you want to make sure that you fold it over like this. Also, when you're adding in the ingredients, make sure that you use cold water so that the mixture does not lump up. Now as you're mixing, you want to make sure you take out all the lumps so that the batter is nice and even and doesn't have any clumps of like the pudding mix or the cake mixture. Once your batter is done, you want to place the baking cups into the tray. Now that the baking cups are in the tray, we're going to take this over and put the batter inside. We want to fill them about 3/4 the way full, or about 1/4 cup. You're going to plop these just right in, just like that. Now, there's 2 essential things that we must do before we put any of the cupcakes in the oven. First, we will take a toothpick and even it out with every cupcake. We do this so when they cook and they grow big, they won't be uneven and they'll be perfectly round. The final thing we do before we put our tasty treats in the oven is we take a paper towel and you want to wipe off all the excess batter that got outside of the cupcakes. We do this so that when they're cooking, this batter doesn't burn and char the pan. Now that the cupcakes are done and our oven is ready, we're going to put them in the oven. Now they're going to cook for about 15 to 18 minutes or until golden brown. While the cupcakes are cooking, we'll be making the icing. First, you'll need 3/4 cup of butter that's softened. First, what I do is I cut the butter up into little chunks so that way it'll be easier to blend out. So we're going to just put these in about a medium-sized bowl, and then we're going to cream it up with this beater along with some vanilla. Now that we have the butter, we're going to put about a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. And just pour it in there. Now we're going to blend it up until it's very creamy and there's no lumps of butter. Now that the butter is creamed, we're going to be adding some cinnamon in. We're going to mix it up until it's all blended. Now that the cinnamon is blended in, we're going to add 3 cups of powdered sugar. Now when you add the powdered sugar, you want to add it about 1 cup at a time so you can see how sweet you want your frosting, and so when you mix it up with the blender, the sugar doesn't go flying everywhere. After we added the 2 cups of powdered sugar, it's getting a little thick, so if you think it's too thick of a frosting, you can add some milk. I'm just going to add like a little dash into the mixture, just like that. And then we're going to blend it up. Once you get your frosting to the right consistency and sweetness that you desire, it should look about like this. You should make sure all the lumps and clumps of sugar are out of your frosting before you serve it on your cup. Now the cupcakes are done, we're going to take them out of the oven. Even though the timer goes off, it doesn't mean they're fully finished cooking. You're going to take a toothpick and stick it in one of the cupcakes. If it comes out clean, that means they're ready. We're going to take them out and place them on the oven to cool. When they're cooled for about 5 minutes, we're going to take these off and put them on a sheet to let them cool. Now the cupcakes have had time to cool, we're going to take them out of here and place them on a cooling rack. While the cupcakes are cooling down, take the frosting and place it in the fridge. Since it's made out of butter, if you leave it out, it will melt and the frosting won't go on the cupcakes as well as it would. Now that we have made the frosting, we will put the garnish that we will put on top of the cupcakes. Right now I have about a teaspoon of cinnamon in this bowl, and we will add about a fourth of a cup of granulated sugar to this mixture. Now we'll mix it up. Now that it has been about 30 minutes, the cupcakes are nice and cool. It's time to frost them. To frost a cupcake, we will take about this much and place it on the cupcake. You'll spin it round and round until the desired thickness is on the cupcake, just like this. Now for the garnish, we'll put the cinnamon sugar topping that we made earlier, and then pour a little bit off in case, just so there's not so much on. This is the finished product. Here's the churro cupcake. I hope you enjoy it.